A leaky faucet, dripping one single water drop at a time. Where's the harm in that? If left alone, a single drop can turn into 100 gallons wasted in one day. A refreshing shower after a long day. A time to wash off all that has happened and prepare for the relaxing night to come. How could that be a bad thing? 50 to 100 gallons of potable water is used to take one 10-minute shower. Your lawn is dying from the summer heat, so you figure, why not turn on the sprinklers? 190 gallons of potable water on average is expended for landscaping purposes. While driving down the streets of Saratoga, take a look at the thriving flora and fauna surrounding every citizen's property. Often, behind every green lawn is an unenlightened individual who isn't fully aware of how severe the drought really is in California and its long-term effects. Although water shortage is not a problem for Saratogans, experts from the Santa Clara County Water District and San Jose Water Company claim that if water conservation does not majorly increase in the future, the drought will eventually affect everyone, including Saratoga.
Communities with larger homes, larger lots, larger landscaping needs are going to use more water. And the reason is because 50% of a typical household use is actually outdoors. The challenge is we have more people moving into this area, so we have more demand on water resources. And the water resources are finite, right? You can't make it rain, right? You can't create water. Water is just something that kind of happens through the natural cycles.
It's not like electricity. You can make more electricity. Water, it just water has a cycle. It goes to this atmosphere. It comes down. There's just this much water. Water conservation needs to become a way of life. Yeah.
Although Saratoga does not have to deal with the drought firsthand, just down the street at the weekly farmers market located in the West Valley College parking lot every Saturday morning, there are people who are the farmers harvesting our community's produce.
Water levels in the last 3 years have dropped about 60 feet. So it's about 60 feet deeper to actually pump the water out.
Unless the groundwater starts rising, there will be no water left in the well. Eventually we'll have to move the farm.
A lot of farmers, they just stop farming because of the water. It's really a small amount of water and really high in price. We try to not to raise the price, but we have to 25 or 50 cents.
Now, obviously that means higher costs. It means that eventually that water has to be replaced in the water table. And so, yeah, it's an interesting challenge.
Living in Saratoga, citizens have never wondered when the next time clean water would come through their pipes. The community must think of the rest of the people in California who might not have an abundance of water like they do and find ways they can save it. The most effective water conserver that anyone could partake in is the installation of a water-conserving landscape that not only saves potable water, but gives a unique ambience to any homeowner's property. Bob Ebenhan, a Saratoga resident, has established his water-conserving lawn with beautiful plants and a complete drip system, like several others in the Bay Area.
We had grass, which most people had here, and when we got into a drought state, 4 years of not enough rain, they decided that lawns just took too much water. I run the water for about 5 minutes, most every day, but that's enough. It's interesting, and people stop and look. They really enjoy it.
The easiest way Saratogans can conserve water is in their everyday lives. Just by shortening showers and minimizing appliance use, the little things will make a big difference. Senior Isa Berardo is one of these active water conservers and what every Saratoga citizen should strive to be like.
When I shower, I turn the water off when I'm not standing directly under it, so if I need a shampoo or something, I don't leave the water running. I really make sure that my laundry, I try and fill it all the way up to the top, so I wait for a load to get larger so I'm not doing multiple loads. I'm maximizing the efficiency. Putting a bucket under a shower to catch the excess water, and then you can use that to water your plants so you can don't have to use sprinkler systems when they're washing their hands. And I always tell my family to turn the water off in the shower, to put a bigger load in. And so a lot of it is just spreading awareness. I think that to say that it's not our problem is foolish, because it is our problem. And there are so many people in this world that are suffering from this drought, and just because we're not directly affected doesn't mean that it's not our responsibility.
Looking back at the multiple flourishing lawns of Saratoga residents, citizens should be more aware about their water conservation now than they were before. The experts claim that although it isn't current for Saratoga, the drought is a rapidly growing problem for the state of California. It is a duty as a human citizen to care for surrounding communities like farmers that need this water and are severely affected by this drought. There are already citizens who partake in water conservation, and fortunately, many more are following. Each Saratoga citizen should be an active participant in the quest to save as much water as possible to avoid the exhaustion of California's limited water source. So, is keeping your lawn green, taking longer showers, or neglecting that leaky faucet really worth it? It's up to Saratoga and every other city in California to be the change that's needed to ensure water for all.